welcome. My name is Kim Akia. Welcome to my channel, Akia. Thank you for tuning into another video. So today's video is a part of the supernatural short stories. So I think this is episode number 4. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the spirit bird or ghost bird that showed up in my audition self-tape. So I thought it would just be fitting because I'm in my self-tape area. This is not the self-tape area that it happened in. It happened in Atlanta. So just to give you a little backstory, all right, I'm an actor. And as actors, after the pandemic, 90% of actors audition at home or at a facility that has a camera, that has lights and a backdrop. Okay, so this is how actors do their auditions for television, for film, for commercials. Okay, this is just the way it is now after the pandemic. But in the Southeast, in Atlanta, that market, they've always done self-tapes. They've done self-tape auditions for probably like 20 years. But New York and LA just started doing them after the pandemic. So just wanted to give you some backstory. If you're not an actor, not in the entertainment industry, this is what actors have in their home, or they'll go to a friend's house that has this set up, or there are some facilities that they can go to and pay that have, you know, the backdrop, the lights and the camera, and they can do their audition there. Okay, so that's basically what this setup is. You'll be here, I can do my audition, and then I send it off to my agent. You know, that's how it works. Okay, so basically back in Atlanta, my room was really, I had a huge room in my apartment. Again, I had roommates. And so my room was so big that I had my office area and I also had my bedroom area, right? And so I had my office area, and then this wall across from my office area was my backdrop. This is a brand new one that I purchased, but the one in Atlanta was like backdrop paper. It was like blue paper, and I had it against the entire wall, okay? And then my bed was next to that, okay? So I would do my auditions like that, okay? And so basically, there were times when I would film auditions just like this. I'll be filming an audition standing up or sitting down. And then after I do the audition, most actors have to do this, you have to edit it, you know, before you actually submit it to your agent. So if I flubbed a line, or I needed to crop it, or I needed to take something out, you know, you want to edit your tape so that it looks perfect, you know, to send to your agent. So I edit all of my tapes. I make sure that the sound quality is up. I make sure that the contrast and the lighting looks good. I will take out any dead space or anything like that. You know, I'll add like a, what do you call it? Like a fade out at the end, just to make it look like a professional tape, you know? So I edit all my tapes. So I noticed that as I'm editing my tapes, I noticed that I am seeing orbs. This is, you know, on a frequent basis, not every single audition. Now, let me back up a little bit. When I was in Atlanta, from 2021 all the way up until probably the end of last year, 2023, I was signed with a really big agency. So I was getting a lot of auditions. So I was auditioning anywhere between, you know, I could have anywhere between 2 to 6, 7 auditions a week, you know. On a dry week, I'll have 1 audition, but that was very rare. So I get a lot of auditions. So I'm just like doing these auditions on a weekly basis. It's a lot. And so I noticed that not in every single audition tape after I'm done, I'm editing, I noticed that I see like orbs, you know, or if I'm playing it back, if I do a take and then I play back that take to see how it looks, like, okay, let me redo it again, or, you know, let me do another take. I noticed that I'll see orbs. So it took a while for me to catch on to realize, oh, I'm seeing orbs, you know, come up in my audition tape. So orbs are like spirits, you know, or ghosts, however you want to look at it. So I just felt like, okay, maybe it's, you know, family members or my guardian angels. You know, I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm terrified. I just thought that, you know, it's my loved ones, or, you know, just watching over me, or just like a spirit's just checking out. Oh my gosh, she's auditioning. Like, oh, they're just looking, just seeing what's going on. So that's just what I'm thinking, right? So I kind of got used to it because I was seeing the orbs all the time. And I was like, I don't have time to kind of like really dissect what's going on here. I have to do this tape. I have to edit it, get it out. I got another one, or I got to do 2 or 3 takes. Like, it's just I don't have time to really be like investigating. Ooh, I see a orb, because it was just, I just had so much to do and I didn't have a lot of time, had a job, all this kind of stuff. So one time I want to say, and I'm going to actually put the video of the clip at the end of this video so that you could see it yourself in slow motion, because I posted it to social media. I did an audition and I noticed, I played it back so that I could edit it, and I noticed that I saw like a white just at the bottom from like the middle of my leg go all the way up and out of the screen of me in the shot. It just like flew out, and I'm like, whoa, that was like a big white orb. Like, it was like very noticeable. So I did slow motion. I slowed it down and I looked, and you can clearly see that it was a bird. It literally is a bird spirit. I don't know if it is a family member that is a bird now, just using the bird avatar, or I don't know if it was an actual bird spirit, like an actual bird. I had a pet bird when I was a young girl, and she passed away when I was like 13 or 14. I had her for a couple of years. Her name was Sis Girl. She was a parakeet. I accidentally left her outside in her cage. I was giving her some fresh air in the morning, and we were living in Virginia Beach at the time. And by noon, that sun comes in the summertime, and it's just blazing hot. I totally forgot that I left her out there. By the time I realized that I left her out there, she had died in the cage. When I tell you, I was devastated. To this day, I'm still devastated by that, like heartbroken. I love that bird, and I would have never intentionally do that to her. So that really hurt my heart for a really, really long time. And I remember like praying to her, saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love this bird. And I remember she came to me in my dream. It was very vivid because she knew I was sorry. A night or two after she passed away, she came to my dream, and it was her, and her arms were spread out wide. And she had this white glowing light around her. And she said to me, I'm so happy. She didn't like speak with her beak, but she just spoke to me, I guess telepathically in the dream. She said, I'm so happy. Don't be sad. It's okay. I'm happy. And I remember waking up, and again, I was like 13, 14 years old. Yeah, maybe even 12. I think 13. And I remember waking up in the morning, and it felt so real. I had never really had any type of spiritual dreams like that before. I did see Jesus Christ one time around that same time. That's another story that we'll talk about. But at that time, I didn't really know. I was just like, oh, wow, she came to me in my dream. She said that she's happy. I just remember that to this day. She was just like, her wings were spread out. She's like, I'm happy. Sorry, my phone memory is getting, because I'm doing a lot of content tonight. But so anyway, she spread her arms out, told me that she's happy. So I felt some comfort in that, and knowing that, she's okay. And so now looking back at the video of the spirit that flew through my audition, I'm like, I wonder if that's Sis Girl. So that's either Sis Girl, or it's either an angel. It could be a fairy. It could be one of my guardian angels. It could be a spirit guide. It could be a family member. I don't know who it was, but you can definitely see that it is an avatar of a bird. It's a white bird that literally just flew from the body. It literally just appeared from like the middle of my leg and flew and then just disappeared. So, yeah. So I'm going to show y'all the video right now. So tell me what you think it is. Like, do you think it's my bird Sis Girl? Do you think it's a spirit guide? Do you think that it's an angel, family member? Like, what do you think? Yeah, because I really don't know. But when I saw the video and I watched it a couple times, I felt like, wow, I'm really protected. Like, I have some protection and some love and some angels around me. So that felt good to know that they're around me and they're with me all day, every day, even when I'm auditioning. So that was good. But anyway, that's my story about how the spirit bird flew in my audition. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and share. I really, really appreciate that. Until next time, peace. Have a great day.